Oh, hey there. I'm glad you stopped by. Thought I would do a little king cobra observation. As most people, want to make fun of him or look at old ass content every time. I'm like, could we, I don't know, just not do that? Because, I don't know, I guess some of us OGs that's been on here for so long, when I saw this kid, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or 7, 8, whenever, when I first saw him, I didn't pay him no mind. I was just like, because I raised 6 kids, all boys, and 2 adopted daughters, goddaughters. And one of my goddaughters was into golf when golf was a thing. I don't know. I just think people are freaky now. The true golf has already happened, and it's long gone. It was cool with the trap pants and the hot topic stuff and everything being black and bleak and emos and all that. So and people might pick on baby boomers, but you got to remember the one thing about baby boomers is we have raised all these generations. Those are our kids and our grandkids and our kids' kids. So if you're old enough, you know. And if you don't know, then, well, one day I hope you have an ass load of kids and they put you through hell and you're able to make observation through wisdom and a lifetime of experience. The only thing I want to say about this boy's daddy, I don't know him. I'm sure he loves his kid. But if any of my boys started looking like that after I used to make them, take care of themselves, their rooms, their toys, their bodies. I mean, my kids could do their own laundry and wash dishes and cook by the time they were 10. Mama wasn't raising no weak boys. And now they're all strong and got old ladies and it's all good. And I hope Josh finds somebody to love. Life is not meant to be spent alone. I think he needs to put some effort into his life, People want his wands. I'm not giving him $600 for a piece of wood. I could tell my old man what I want. Or better yet, just buy it from someone else. I can't believe that as treasured as he is, because I know he has diehard fans that really care. And while I joke and give him hell, I'm a mom, so I can see what's going on with him. Now, today he ate the sandwich, and I was like, remembering his teeth. Let me give you a visual right quick. You see all that? I think that's why he wears the cobra ring, so he can dig that yarn out of his teeth. I don't know. It's my husband was looking at something in my phone, and he saw that, and he knows that I call him the narcissistic, autistic, jaded dude, because my husband's so not into YouTube. And when he saw this, he just let out a big metaphor and shook his head, and he's like, "You're weird." I'm like, "No, yeah, you're on to something. Hey, you're married to me." Anyway, so when he was taking his bites on his burger, and now that pretzel bread is not soft and doughy like Japanese bread or just regular old Wonder Bread. This was a bun. This sumbitch he ate. And I thought it was cool the way he presented the face on Wendy's. I'm like, oh, okay. Apply a little artsy-fartsy touch there. But when he opened up that sandwich, it did look good. I would say I would eat it if I could. But he took bites out of that sandwich that was at least a good 4 inches high and crammed full of crunchy stuff. And I'm like, doesn't that hurt? I mean, I just trying to eat with that, and I'm going to make a valid point in a minute as to what this is doing behind the scenes. So after, and before the burger, he had a pack of fries. And he went down on them fries like a hooker in a truck stop. I'm like, there was a whole order, and he ate it in like 4 bites. I'm like, this man's hungry. You can tell. And the reason why I say that I think there is something going on with him, people that have insight or just, can see it for what it is. When he stood up, his pants was hanging off of his ass. The thighs of those pants, even the calves were baggy, and I'm like, he was looking dead and bloated when he was hitting the liquor and the, whatever was going on with all that chemical romance. I thought, my God, look at the weight he's lost. So I don't know what he does in his off time, but I'm really thinking he's lost weight. He lets that lizard lay up near him, which they carry salmonella, and he's like, with the lizard. I'm like, please don't kiss the salmonella. You'll get it. You'll get sick. You already got rotten teeth. You got a bad immune situation going on there, because I'm pretty sure that right there is immune in overtime. And I think because his teeth are so bad, and I didn't want to screenshot a picture of his butt, it just didn't seem right. I'm wondering if that infection is why he's been acting kind of vague. I'm pretty sure his daddy probably chapped his ass when he ran into that bit of trouble there for about 3 fuck-ups in a row. I think his dad got on him, but he has seemed to have a different demeanor. And it really pisses me off when he does a 1-minute video. I'm like, really? That's 1 minute of my life that I wasted. And kind of burn out on him, because I've watched everything that he has put out. It took me a while, but I watched everything. I observed it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I raised boys, I could see the boy in the man, in the boy. In the butt. I'm sorry, in the boy, in the man, whatever. So, I'm just wondering if that infection is keeping him sick in between kissing the salmonella dragon and then living in filth, cockroaches literally in your food, the gnats flying in his house, all those sugary sodas that was in one of the trash cans. And you have to look real hard when you watch his videos. I don't watch him. I look around at what else is going on. He has 2 trash cans, and both of them were slap full, but you will have fruit flies if you have produce or bananas. But if you have a bunch of beer bottles, beer cans, soda cans, we call them sweet bugs here in the South. Sugar bugs is what we call them. Sugar bugs. Let me not sound Southern for a minute. But the sugar bugs will show up if you leave stuff out. I mean, you can have an airtight home and they will show up. But anyway, the bug in the food, I don't think, other than the grease fire, that's going to stay with me for a while. So my question is, and this is going on, let me look, 8 minutes, not too shabby. I tried to use my screen record, and it's a shame. My husband bought me this nice fancy Motorola phone, and I don't like it. I was more of a Samsung kind of chick. But it's a nice phone, but I can't figure it out. So I have to ghetto screen record through an app when my phone does it. And this is like the 2nd to 3rd time trying to make this thing. Because when I did it through my phone app, it had no sound. I'm like, oh. Because I used to sing professionally. I pulled a Steve Perry. I have lost my voice. And when I have spoke, which today I was on the phone for 2 hours with business and this, that, and the third. So I had already been talking. And this is why I sound like Brenda Vaccaro right now with this scratchy voice. And if you don't know who she is, you're still young. Don't worry about it. But the question I have is, okay, this little thing behind the yellow, not the WTF, but what it's pointing to that I've got circled, can anyone, if anyone sees this, or for the 2.5 people that look at my shit, which people like my shorts better, and I put my music out there so people can hear, if y'all think Josh is talented, check my stuff out. It's pretty good, I have to say. Because, you know, I have to wait 3 or 4 days before I can do a paid gig or do any kind of voiceover stuff. That's what I do. That's my side hustle. And no, I'm not for hire. I'm contracted. Anyway, I don't know what that is over there in the corner. It looks like a Game Boy. No, I'm sorry, a GameCube with handles on it, but I know that's not the case. I'm like, is that some kind of weird safe? I mean, I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. But anyway, he does have some, he's looking a little pale. He's not dead and bloated looking, STP reference. But I'm wondering, he's losing weight. I'm going to keep an eye on that dog collar, because if it starts looking like he's tightening it up, he's really losing weight. That's what I noticed, and I'm concerned about, because again, this is not funny. This is not cool. This is not going to end well. God, why can't his daddy or he got sense enough to even see that? Okay. And then, just to be cute, it looks like the little orange snake's holding up pretty good. I actually hate a snake, but I am very enthralled by cobras. I think, wow, that's the most death-defying, God-fearing animal ever created. Whew. And they hiss. I'm like, So anyway, I'm kind of wondering what's going on here. The entertainment center, I must say, is still kind of clean. Doing all right. And I think he named these. I can't remember what the orange one was. But it looks like Slytherinth, and I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all. And I don't need a wand. So there's that. I think they're cool, but you know, I'm not into that at all. So I don't have much to say about that. Obviously he don't care. I mean, the boy can make mad paper. If you're gonna pay $600 for a twig that some autistic kid painted with spray paint and put maybe a marble on the end of it and call it praise his magic, so be it. I got more sense than I got money. Well, not really, but no, I can't flex with money. I got a mortgage. But okay, in closing, because this is, you know, my voice is about to give out. I think Slytherinth has either tied one on, because I think Josh is drinking offline, which is fine. We don't need to know everything. And when we do, he tells it to us 6 times throughout a 4-hour video. I'm glad those have trimmed up. But minute videos, we deserve more than that. And not everybody is a troll. I wish he would get that through his little thick noggin. But anyway, or either it's dead. He killed it. He is so majestic that he can kill stuffed animals. Alright, well, that's it for me. I just wanted to throw some Cobra content out there and wondered if anybody knew what that little thing down there on the left is. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be something sitting on his desk or a computer thingy or something to that effect. I don't know. But anyway, well, I guess that's about it. I am tired. I'm going to find some edibles and something good to drink and maybe wait for the Tar Man. Shout out. See if he's going to come back up and entertain us. Well, I'm drawing a dead silence, so I guess I've said all I had to say. That's odd because I'm Southern and we will talk your heads off, so there's that. So until next time, let's cut this off at 14 minutes and 36. We'll cut it off at now. Bye. Bye. Flustered.